Well, here we go again. Good old English weather. Absolutely throwing it down rain now. Oh dear, oh dear. Look, I've got the old bivvy. So I've just had my breakfast now. Nice, what do you call it? Porridge oats. Quaker. Yeah, lovely. What I normally do, I normally put 2 in one of them, because there's hardly anything in them at all. Ain't no good. Right, anyway, we've had something to eat. Just got my cup of tea brewed up as well there. So keep us warm during the day. I got plenty of food, I've got some tins, sausages and baked beans and all sorts of stuff. Keep us going for the day. Right. Well, the float's only been in and out, not even half an hour yet, so I'll just showing you the normal English weather we're getting at the moment. So whatever does is rain here. Terrible. Right, okay then. Right, let's get a cup of tea down me and hopefully we get a pike or two today. Come on. Right, okay. Not a lot happening in that minute. What I've done now, I've put a sardine head section on this one now. That one's been out there a good hour and maybe, well, hour and a half. I think they get washed out pretty quickly, but the good thing about these sardine heads is there's loads of juices in there. Look at that all coming out. That's perfect pike bait, that is. I mean, I've caught just as many pike on the head section what I have on the tail section. But I think the heads are better, you know, because there's more juice in there. So obviously there's more scent. Yeah, right, what I'm going to do now, I'm going to cast them out to the left a little bit more, sort of in that bay area. So I've recasted the mackerel tail section a bit more to the right. Nothing on it at the minute. I did cast it out a little bit further. There's a weed bed out there. It just got snagged up on the weeds, so I can't cast it too far out there at the minute. But right, let's get this one out to the left in this little bay over here. I think what I might do is just shallow it down a little bit. Just seems to be, I know you want it over depth, but it just seems to be just too much at the moment. Let's come down a few inches. See what happens. Sometimes it's nice just to have it drifting around and then settles on in a hole or on a weed bed. Got a leaf on the hook now, that's no good. Don't want that on there. Right, let's get that in that bay over there on the left hand side a little bit. I don't know what's happened to this reel, it just keeps making a funny noise when I'm winding in. I don't know why. The spool seems alright. Just want to actually wind. I ain't going to do it now. That weird. Let's try that again. No, it stopped. I don't know what happened to that. That is very strange. I don't know. Weird, isn't it? Unless it wasn't quite sitting right on there, maybe. Yeah, it's fine when I put it away from the last fishing trip. You know, we'll see how it goes. Anyway, it seems right in a minute. I think what I might do, I'll give that tail section another 10 minutes out there. I'll bring that in and put that mackerel head on, because obviously they've got loads of juices in there, isn't it? Freshen the bait up a little bit. Oh, well, slightly a bit more to the left now. I'm just going to try and keep working that one around to the left hand side. That's all we can do, isn't it? Just move it about and hopefully land on a pike that's feeding. Yeah, the weather's still really bad, really. And it's still raining. The trouble is, where I'm set up here, a lot of the rain's getting washed into the bivvy. I've had to go and get my old shooting leggings out the truck. No, I've got some proper fishing waterproof trousers and left them at home. I can't believe it. I normally wear, you know, try and remember everything. I think, right, bait, rod, seat are in its place, and I'll leave my waterproof fishing trousers at home. There you go. Especially on a day to day, I could have done with them really, but we'll survive. Right, let's bring this right hand rod in. Freshen it up, I think. What we can do is just keep freshening the baits up, moving them around. You know, they sort of, you know, might be enough scent in there for a pike, I suppose, but for my peace of mind, you know, it's all like washed out, it's just white. Right, let's get rid of that. Just keep an eye on that float as well. Yeah, I put that sea fishing video up the other day. I've done that quite a while ago. Totally forgot I had it on my laptop. Where's that head section gone? What I did, I got updated the editing system on my laptop. Sorry, excuse me coughing, but yeah, it's a real good setup on there now for editing. But unfortunately, I don't know what's I upgraded me Insta 360, and it must have corrupted the SIM card. Yeah, it's just not working properly, so I'm just error on the SIM card all the time, and it just won't recognise it anymore. So I'm just going to have to buy a new SIM card for that. And my GoPro 9, I thought I charged them all up the other day. Went to use it, and it's got a low battery, so I can't use that either. So all I got was my iPhone, which does good videos, and my camcorder. So if the iPhone goes, and I've got a backup of that. But you know what I've done, I've got like a little card reader to go in the back of the iPhone. So I wanted to sort of mix up the footage a bit. So I use my GoPro and the Insta 360, but obviously I won't be able to do it today now, so that's going to have to be for another day. It's a nice big mackerel head, that is. Big old lump. Yeah, all I do is thread the single hook through the bottom of the jaw of the mackerel across the top of the head, then push it back through the body. And what I do, I just secure it, bait elastic, keep it nice and neat and tidy. Got loads of blood and juices coming out of that head. Look at that. I think the head sections hold more what the tail sections do. And we'll see that single hook's sitting proud. So any pike comes along, whack, we got them straight away. Right, let's get that over there. Oh, it's just everything's wet all the time, isn't it? Nothing dries out. You can't dry your gear out anywhere. It's crazy. Right, let's go over this side. I'm going to try it a little bit more to the right this time. Rain has absolutely thrown it down now. Let's see if there's a hole over there on the pike laying out. I mean, I'm the only one here. That's sort of next door swim really, but there's nobody here anyway, only me. Anybody comes then, or mine's got wet now, I'm not running real. So obviously I'll move it. So I have fished that swim before there and had several pike out. But just sort of moving around, but just... Right, let's see what happens to these then. Yeah, strange that reel, isn't it? I don't know if there's something just not quite right in there, but it seems to be alright now. Oh, see how it goes during the day. Bring that up a bit. That's better. Just so I've got the tips in the water just to keep the line low as I can. Right, it's getting out of this weather. Well, never ending. Dear oh dear. Everything just gets wet, you just can't dry nothing out. Right, okay. Right, it's enough moaning about the weather. Let's get on with the fishing. Oh, the fish are still there, aren't they? Don't matter what the weather's doing. Right, okay. Let's see how we get on now. Right, quick update. I've moved the float. I had it over there for a good 40-45 minutes, nothing happening. So what I've done, I brought all the floats over to this bay now. So I've got one, don't know if you'll be able to see it on the camera out there somewhere. Another one sort of over there. It's a nice little bay there. You know, it looks pikey, doesn't it? Bays, you know, fish, prey fish shoal up in these sort of places, so hopefully that's where the pike are going to be hunting about for the silverfish. Yeah. So I think the weather is just non-stop raining. Goes and then comes back again and goes away again. So, yeah. And also, I don't believe it, I went to get the bait alarms out and the batteries are flat on both of them. I can't believe it. I'm it was a week or so ago I checked them, they all seem to be working, but I just tried them just a minute ago and they're completely dead. Mind you, I've had those bait alarms, how long have I had them? Probably about 3 years now, the original battery, so I think they're both completely dead. So I think that's knocked the night fishing on the head now for this trip. So, oh, that's a shame. I was going to do that as well, but also the weather is just horrendous all the time. I'd be able to pick up on the camera, but it's just like strong winds, and it's just real fine rain. It just gets into everything, doesn't it? So, what do I fish right up to dark anyway? And we'll have to come here on another trip when I've got everything charged up, including my GoPros, and hopefully sort out that instant 360 camera as well. It just keeps, I think the SIM card's got corrupted somehow. It just keeps coming up for an error for the SIM card. It's a shame really, because it's a good camera, so we're going to have to maybe invest in another SIM card for that one. But never mind, that's the way it goes. That's technology, isn't it, all these things. Yeah, I'm still the only person fishing here. Nobody else here at all. Just waiting for those pike to pick a bait up now. As you see, it's a nice little bay in there. So I've got one just out there and another one just out there as well. That's all we can do, isn't it? I mean, there could be a pike down here, or there could be a pike over there. There could be anywhere laying up. But they're in here. We've got the right baits out there. Just hope we land on one that wants to feed. Right. Yeah, got me. Oh, it's not the old kettle boiling away there. Right. Have another cup of tea, I think, just to keep us warm. Right, the rain's starting to come back again. Right. Okie dokie. Right, let's get the old kettle off of the burner and have another cup of tea with some biscuits. Seems to be easing off. Yeah, a lot clearer coming from the right now. Hopefully the weather's going to improve a bit. Just non-stop, isn't it? They just say it'll clear up this afternoon. It looks a lot brighter that way. Well, it's been pretty quiet on the old pike front. No runs at all, nothing. No wheels either. I mean, the water's nice and, you know, visibility, you can see right down to the bottom there. It's about 4 foot deep down there. But no, nothing. Not a thing. Now the wind's settled down a little bit. You can see like patches of weed. I think I'll bring this right hand rod in now and reposition it back out that way a bit. So I've got that one in the corner there with the what have I got on there? Mackerel head on that one, I think. Yeah, well, they both got heads on. One's got the sardine, and the other one's got a mackerel head on it. But it's completely flat calm now. You can see a lot more. Right, I'm going to bring this right hand one in, and we'll reposition it out straight out in front of us. I think. Seems weed has been drifting around. Got around the line. This reel's still playing up, you know. I thought it fixed itself. Can you hear it? Strange. I don't know. I think what I'm going to have to do before the next trip, I get these reels to break everything down on here and give everything a good old clean up. I think I haven't done it for a little while. Good old oil and freshen up. Give that a squeeze. Oh, there's loads of blood and goodness still in that. Right, what I'm going to do, I'm going to cast this straight out in front of me this time. A bit like a gap out there. Let's do that. I don't know if it's something to do with a spool or something. I don't know. So what I'm going to do before the next trip, we're take everything off of there and give it a bit of a refresh. I think it's due for it. Settled on a bit of weed or not? Yeah, it has. You can feel it. Just the float doesn't cock properly. Let's go to the right a bit more. It's like that. You know, you don't have to weed weeds. No, the weed could be like 3 foot below the water. You know, it could be like a massive great weed bed. It's just laying on top of the weed, not going down. That feels better. You know, there's no resistance as you're pulling it in. But no. I do. So it was in the summer. This lake is really weedy. As I said before, you know, the carp boys come down and rake a few swims out. There's usually a hole out here. So when we fished that one on the right hand side before, there's always been like a bit of a patch out there. Looking from here, this angle now, there's like a load of weed just there and the hole behind it. Oh, it's out there. It's really brightening up now. That sun's coming right out. About time as well. I'm going to reposition this other one as well, I think. Try and get it across there, but it might be a bit of a hole there, I think. Yeah, it's laying on weed as well, there, see? You know, it's just sitting there. It's just a waste of time, isn't it? Nothing's going to find that in amongst all that weed. Oh, looks like we've had our visitors again. Been an eel there eating all the bottom of it out, like. Unbelievable, isn't it? Huh. Right old mess that is. Right, I'm not happy with that. Let's put something else on there. Right, I'm going to do, I'll rebait that one out. Bait that one up so I'm going to get it a bit out that way. Looks like there's a bit of a clearing just here. Right, okay. Bit annoying not being able to see the holes properly, isn't it? Yeah, looks like there's a bit of a... If I go to sort of that direction. And, see what happens on that one. Right, okay. Let's change this bait. Right, there we go. Nice fresh mackerel head on that one. Lots of lovely juices coming out of it. Right, where are we going? Let's go this side, I think. I've got a big like branch up there. I've got one there as well. Be a bit careful there. Let's get over that way a bit if we can. That looks alright. Feel any resistance on there. Just hope there's laying in a hole somewhere. There's a nice big double figure pike laying there. It's gonna come and grab it. We wish. Oh well. The bait's the back out. So you just never know, do you? Yeah, looks like that's better now. It's before the float was just laying like that on its side. Whereas with the, you know, or it's just laying on the weed, the float was just cocking just too high up. But that one's a lot lower now. I think the right hand one's set a bit deeper anyway, so it is slightly cocked, but I couldn't feel any resistance when I was pulling it, just pulling it Didn't seem to be getting into any weed. Right. Just hope this weather holds off now. It looks a lot brighter coming that way, as though it's coming from across here. Right, come on you fish. Right, there we go. Believe it or not, that is the sun over there. Yeah, you see the old weather's clearing up now. Blimey. Yeah, there we go. Nice to see, innit, for a change. Actually blue sky as well, look at that. Wow. Seen that for a few days. Lovely. Make it a bit more pleasant now. Dry things out a bit. Hopefully. I think we've got a bit more rain coming again next week. But then it's going to settle down. There's going to be a big high pressure coming in, which will be good. And next weekend, well, I just ordered some new batteries on the good old Amazon for me bait alarms. So I'll get them next week. Get all that set up. Get a new SIM card for the Instant 360. Get that sorted out as well. And make sure my GoPro's all charged up, because I forgot I used it yesterday. Done a little video when we was out duck shooting, so because I knew I charged them up the other day, but obviously I used it and forgot to recharge it for today. That's a bit silly, but there we go. You see the old pike float there. Come on, just want to see them stop moving about. But oh well. The sun's come out now, it's brightened everything up. Hopefully it might brighten the pike up to feeding. Wishful thinking. Yeah, right, good. It looks a lot better than what it did. Nice one. Right, with bits and pieces. Nothing dries out, does it? Most of my gear was still wet from the last trip. Just couldn't dry anything out at all. Right, okay. Come on, pike. Right, everybody. Time's getting on a bit now. Another half an hour, it's going to be dark, so I won't be able to do any more filming. So what I'm going to do, probably end this little video here now. Not been a lot of action, I'm afraid about that. No, been really quiet. So that mackerel head we bought in looked like the eels have been plucking away at the bottom of it. Didn't you see a bite or anything? No runs for pike. Been really quiet. So that's fishing though, isn't it? You never know what you're going to catch. So that's the way it stands at the moment. It's going to be 2 blanks here now on 2 trips. But you just never know. So I'm going to be here for another half an hour. And if I do actually manage to catch one, then I'll put it on at the end of this video. If I don't, then you know I didn't catch anything, as usual, by the looks of it. Right, okay, so what I'm going to do, I'll set myself a bit of a challenge, and I've been thinking about it today. I think the next time I come down, I'll come down in the afternoon, get it all set up, and we'll do a few hours into the dark, see if we can get a pike when it's dark. I know it's been done before quite a bit, but you know, I just would like to catch one in the dark, really. Something different, wouldn't it? Yeah. So I've ordered me new batteries for my bait alarms, so they'll probably be here tomorrow. I'm going to make sure I've got everything set up properly for that trip. Get the old GoPro completely charged up. I mean, I do most of me filming on the iPhone now, but it's just nice to have a backup camera, isn't it, really, just in case. So I used it yesterday when we was out duck shooting. I forgot to charge it back up last night. But there we go, never mind. Anyway, we've got a little video to put out. Right, can I just say a big thank you to all the new subscribers. Thank you very much for subscribing to the channel, appreciate that, and all the thumbs up. And hopefully next weekend, the weather's supposed to improve next weekend. There's a bit of a high coming in, so hopefully the weather will be a bit more settled and not so rainy like it has been for the last, I don't know how many weeks. Yeah, it's been horrendous here in England. Lots of flooding and all sorts of things. So there we go. Can't do nothing about it. Right, okay, so I'll just carry on now for another half an hour. And like I just said, if I do manage to catch anything, then I'll be back. If not, I'll see you guys on the next one. And what we'll do is try and get out and do a bit of pike fishing when it's dark. Look forward to that and see how we get on. Right, okay guys. Thanks for watching. Stay safe and see you on the next one.